Happy Sunday. It's Jamie Green, the Solar Queen, and I am live here on this Sunday morning, President's Day weekend. And I wanted to hop on and talk about what's happening in California when it comes to solar energy, and wanted to thank all the people who have been watching these little shows and these videos either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, LinkedIn, all the places, and have been reaching out and getting solar for their homes and businesses. So California, we have 45 more days until NEM 3.0. Actually, it's not 45 days. It's less than 60 days until NEM 3.0 takes effect. And this is kind of important to know why you should go solar now. We have 45 days until really the installers are going to say, okay, we can't guarantee locking in NEM 2.0, which is a big deal. I've been talking to a lot of homeowners this month. I've been traveling quite a bit too. I was in Scottsdale a couple of weeks ago for a financial workshop, and then I was in Las Vegas for the 10X Growth Con with Grant Cardone, and it was unbelievable. The speaker lineup, no one knew who was coming to speak, but yet he filled the room with 5,000 people and then 20,000 people online, and yet no one knew who was going to speak, and the speaker lineup did not disappoint. So I shared a little clip of Tom Brady. He's the one that closed out the show. But Mark Wahlberg was there. Kathy Woods from ARK Investments was there. She spoke. The gentleman, I don't remember his full name, but Joe, he started the Spartan races, and we got a pass to go and like participate in a Spartan race. So Dana White came and spoke, Gary Brecka with 10X Health, and I do 10X Health, and it's helping quite a bit for my own life. Who else spoke? Oh, Robert Herzovic. He's on the Shark Tank. He's my favorite shark. And let's see, who else spoke? Jesse Itzler and Sarah Blakely. They're incredible human beings. Elena Cardone spoke. Their daughters, Scarlett and Sabrina, spoke. Pete Vargas. A lot of people spoke on the stage, but I would say the common theme was to just keep showing up and put in the work. So I want to keep showing up for you guys here, talking about a really boring subject, which is solar. But let me tell you, solar energy, I talked a couple of weeks ago at my kids' career day, talking about renewable energy versus dirty energy, if you will. What costs more? The dirty energy. And if you haven't been paying attention to your utility bill, or if you have at least paid attention to what you're paying for your energy, it has gone up. There are headlines about people getting gas bills that are hundreds of dollars more than what they ever spent before, and electricity rates are going up. And so people are kind of feeling the pain of what the utility company is doing to them. And there's nothing that they can do except for go solar. Or the extreme case would be move out of the state. But no one's going to move out of the state, leave their house, because energy costs are too expensive. So the solution for the electricity portion is indeed solar energy. And the best time to do it, and we're winding down, it's 45 days from now, really, truly, to get everything signed, locked in, and get those electrical drawings and interconnection application and site survey, everything done before NEM 3.0 takes effect, which is April 15th. It's not that far away. So time is marching on, and several homeowners this month have gone solar with me, and I'm very, very excited and happy for them, because they're seeing that they will be seeing the savings immediately. As soon as the solar panels hit the roof and it gets interconnected, they will be saving, oh gosh, some of them thousands of dollars a year. So here's what's happening, guys. April, up until the installers that I work with, they're starting to even put out some memorandums or acknowledgements that if they want to try and get into NEM 2.0 and for some reason they can't, they can cancel without penalty. But even still, solar, even under NEM 3.0, will make financial sense. The ROI, which is something that people always talk about, well, when am I going to see my return on investment? It's a great question. And for most, when they get just solar, it's going to be roughly 6 years, 7 years. If they apply the tax credit, if they aggressively pay down their solar loan with what they have been paying already to the utility company on an annual basis. I met with a homeowner yesterday. They had never done the math. They had never looked at how many kilowatt hours they used, but their kilowatt hour usage was right around 9,500 kilowatt hours. And if we multiply the average utility rate, at least in PG&E, 9,500 kilowatt hours, which isn't a lot, but it's not a little either. At 36 cents, that's $3,400. They'd never done the math to figure out how much do I spend just on electricity. So solar, when you get solar, you're buying equipment to produce renewable energy for your home. That's what you're doing, or you're leasing it. I have people leasing equipment now because leasing, if you're an investor and you don't want a high DTI or your DTI is pushing it there and you want to be able to invest into more properties without having a high DTI, leasing might make sense for you because leasing doesn't show up on your DTI, but you still can lock in a lower monthly payment for the same amount, if not more energy than you're already getting from the utility at a much more expensive rate. So yeah, I would say that for people who are definitely thinking of getting solar and you've been thinking about it but haven't taken action, take action, because April 14th is the cutoff date. No more interconnection applications can be put into the portal, and they can't guarantee that you're going to be locked in, which then forces us to re-examine when you use your energy and getting a battery. And batteries have gone up in price, but batteries, depending on how much energy you use during those evening hours and peak hours, will determine, is one battery enough, or do you need two batteries? Maybe you need three. There are only a few clients that really truly only would need 3 batteries, but for some, 2 batteries is still not enough for those peak hours. And when NEM 3.0 comes into effect, solar plus battery will be the most advantageous for you to take advantage of being energy independent and the least amount of money going out of your pocket and going to the utility company. So so anyways, NEM 2.0, what that all entails is it is a 20-year agreement with the utility company. If you're not on time of use, believe it or not, there are still people that are on the tiered system, which makes sense if you don't use a ton of energy. But even so, if you use a lot of your energy during the 4 to 9 p.m. time of use might not make as much sense. Say you use 400, 500 kilowatt hours a month, but 300 of it is during the peak hours. Staying on the time, the tiered billing system is probably more advantageous for you. But with solar, you automatically get switched over to time of use. And that is where non-peak hours are anywhere after 9 p.m. until 4 p.m. the next day. And peak hours are during 4 to 9 p.m., which is when most people are using their power. So the thing that you want to think about with NEM 2.0, think of the utility company as your big backup battery, a free backup battery, or call it $10 a month backup battery, because that's what they charge, $10 to $11. And down in Southern California, it's a little bit more, maybe like $12 to $15 a month for a connection fee. But think of the utility as your big backup battery. When your solar system is creating energy for you, you can't possibly use all that energy at one time or immediately. And so it has to go somewhere. And what happens with NEM 2.0 is all your neighbors are going to receive that energy that your solar system is generating for you. But in exchange for that, the utility company is going to give you a kilowatt hour credit And that kilowatt hour credit value is based on the time of day you generated it. So if it's during the non-peak hours, which is before 4 p.m. or after 9 p.m., which the sun's not shining at 9 p.m., but before 4 p.m., it will deposit into your net metering account with the utility company. If you generate kilowatt hours after 4 p.m. until, say, 8 p.m. in the summertime, those kilowatt hour rates or those kilowatt hour credits are a peak kilowatt hour. So we use peak energy all the time throughout the year. So we don't have enough, even generated in the summertime, to cover the entire year, like during the wintertime, like right now. If we just did what we call a 100% offset, 10,000 kilowatt hours, and I designed you a solar system to generate 10,000 kilowatt hours, you would end up with a true up, because so much energy. A true up is when you settle your energy usage after every year you go solar. So the reason why you would likely end up with a true up is because half of the year you're using peak kilowatt hours, but you don't have enough peak kilowatt hour credits to debit from throughout the year. So we oversize the system by 15 to 20%. That's what we do, so that you have enough value of non-peak kilowatt hours to use and debit from for those wintertime months that you don't get enough energy, and those moments in spring and fall when the sun is still not not out for like the fullness that it is in the summertime. So you're depositing kilowatt hour credits to use every day, every night, and then building up a bigger reserve during the summer to use for the whole entire wintertime. The goal is when you settle up once a year, and the anniversary date of your system getting turned on is when you true up. Our true up is coming up in March. We have overproduced enough, and so we are actually going to get a credit of $56 right now, which might not seem like a lot, but I'd rather get $56 from the utility company than paying them $56. Some people have true ups that are $5,000. They should get more solar before NEM 3.0, because if they don't, they will always have a true up, and they will get, if they get more solar, they will get knocked out of NEM 2.0 and have to go into NEM 3.0. So that being said, think of the utility company as your big backup battery to use throughout the year, throughout the years, for 20 years, that 1-to-1 ratio with an annual true up, and roughly $120 to $150 a year just for connection. Because they say you're still sending power out to the grid, or transmitting it and distributing it to your neighbors and to other businesses. And so they say that's the fee that you have to pay to be solar powered, which is fine. I'm fine with that, because I'm saving so much more money than paying the utility company. When we initially went solar back in 2018, 2019, we were only paying 16 cents a kilowatt hour. And now everyone on average in Northern California, at least, they're paying 36 cents. Just in the last year, rates have gone up. It'll probably be an average of 37, 38 cents a kilowatt hour. So we're saving more than 50% just because we went solar. It has increased by 50 or 100%. It's doubled the amount of money people are paying for electricity. I mean, imagine if you could go back in time and pay $1 a gallon for gas, or $2 a gallon for gas. And it's $6 a gallon here in California all of a sudden again. So imagine you could do that and drive your whatever vehicle for the next 20 years and only pay $2 a gallon. That would be a wonderful thing. That's exactly what solar is doing, just for energy for your home or business. So what's going to happen? April 15th is NEM 3.0 takes over. And this is what it means is there's no 20-year agreement. There's this 9-year agreement, and it's called something like avoided cost. So and you're going to net billing. I don't know yet how we're going to size systems, because everyone's house is different. So we have to have a deeper conversation about When do you use your power? What appliances are you using? Are there ways to be more conservative with your energy? Not that, believe it or not, people right now are being more conservative just because they don't want to pay the expensive electricity rates. So they're being conservative. I met with a homeowner who found me on YouTube, and I said, go ahead and splurge a little. Be okay with splurging a little, because when you go solar, the utility companies look at the last 12 months and say, this is how much the most you can do is double that energy consumption with solar, meaning say someone uses 3,000 kilowatt hours, but they want to build their system to generate 6,000 because they have future plans such as putting a heat pump in, or they're going to get an electric vehicle or a hybrid vehicle. The utility company right now with their net metering agreement will only let you size up to 200% with justification. You have to prove to them why you're sizing your system so largely, given that historically you've only used 3,000. I talked to a homeowner yesterday, and a lovely young woman. She found me on my YouTube channel, and she was saying, my parents have a second home. They're going to retire in a couple of years. We want to lock in NEM 2.0. We want to get that 20-year agreement. But they only use like 1,800 kilowatt hours a year. That's not going to be, even if they doubled it, they're not going to have enough power. Some solar people were telling them, oh, we'll put a 5 to 9 kilowatt system on their house. There's no way that would get approved. So make sure you do your research. You ask the right questions. You can go onto PG&E's website or Southern California Edison or even SDGE, and you can find out all about the solar rules and what's the maximum offset, how they allow, sizing of the solar system and whatnot. These are all important, and you don't want to be misled, because what if you did and you signed an agreement and you paid cash for it, because some people pay cash for their systems, and then they can't get the solar system that they thought they could get because somebody misled them. So I'm here to tell you, you can't size it over 200%, even under NEM 2.0. And with NEM 3.0, you can't size it over 150%. So it's very, very important. Like I was telling that one homeowner that I said, go ahead and use a little bit more energy, because you don't want to be conservative right now if you're thinking of getting solar. Although I don't know how they're going to be able to manage to get a ton of energy used. But if you're thinking of solar, even in NEM 3.0, don't hold, sorry, I have a hair itching my nose. It's great that you're being conservative, but places like SMUD, Sacramento Municipal Utility District, Modesto, some of these municipal utility companies that are not going to be affected by NEM 3.0, they will not let you go size your system 1 kilowatt hour over more than 100% of what you historically used. So the bigger guys are going to let you go a little bit bigger, but the municipal utility companies will not let you. So don't hold back, because people are holding back because their utility bills are expensive for the energy. And I get it, but if you're thinking of solar, live how you want to live when you get solar power, because otherwise what's going to happen is we're not going to size your system properly, and you may end up with a true up. With NEM 3.0, there is an annual true up, but it is only going to be for overproduction, and it's going to be in a monetary way and less than what NEM 2.0 is paying people right now. I'm talking like 6 cents a kilowatt hour in SDGE, or sorry, in PG&E. SDGE is going to be, I think around 8 cents a kilowatt hour. SCE somewhere in the middle, anywhere between 5.5 and 8 cents a kilowatt hour for overproduction, and it just accumulates. And then when you have your true up, they're going to pay you that smaller amount of money than what's currently under NEM 2.0. If you don't produce enough energy in a given month, you are going to be pulling from the grid and paying the utility company for the amount of energy you used in that month. So it's really, really important that if you wait to get solar, because solar's not stopping. NEM 3.0 is not going to stop people from getting solar. It might just take a little bit longer for that ROI or for them to see their return on investment. But here's the truth, guys. If you don't go solar, you're never getting a return on your investment when you stay with the utility company. So if you can go solar, you should go solar, even if it means getting solar in NEM 3.0 if you're not ready to go solar in under NEM 2.0. So speed and quick decision making is very important right now. All the homeowners that I'm helping, they get it, they understand, they're ready to move forward, and you really, it's just all the installers, they're really pushing. Make sure you get contracts in by March 15th if possible. April 1st is really cutting it close. So that's why I'm saying 45 days, because 45 days from now is April 1st. April 4th. And I'm going to Hawaii April 6th, and we're going to go there for my birthday and to be there with my family and spring break. And my mother-in-law is coming for the first time. She's never been to Hawaii, so I'm very excited. And I'm wearing my Aloha shirt because why not? But so yes, NEM 2.0 is great. So if you are thinking of it, please, please, please make sure you reach out and make sure we have a conversation. You can email me at jamie@jamiegreenthesolarqueen.com. You can, if you don't want to email me, but you want to go, and you can email me if you'd like, or send me a message on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. I don't even know if there's direct tweets. I like Twitter, but I still don't know how to use Twitter. If you're on YouTube, then you're going to want to go jamiegreenthesolarqueen.com. And there is a little questionnaire there. The reason for the questionnaire is to understand what it is that you plan to do, what it is that you're using currently, and understanding your roof, understanding your electrical service panel, and making sure that that electrical panel has enough backfeed to take the solar in. So the power's got to go somewhere and then be able to feed into your home. So these things are important, and thankfully, all the people that I've been helping, they've gone to the website, they've gone and filled out the questionnaire, they've uploaded their utility bill. The utility bill is important because some of the utility bills actually show graphs of how much energy they've used in kilowatt hours. PG&E is different. They don't do that. They do it in dollar amounts, so it's really hard. So if you're in PG&E territory and you only upload your utility bill, thank you for doing that. And because the kilowatt hour rate and understanding which billing cycle or term you are on, whether it's time of use or the tiered, it helps me to show you and demonstrate to you your savings and the levelized cost per kilowatt hour when you get solar. And you'll see the savings for yourself. The other thing, if you are in PG&E territory, you can go online and you can go to your energy usage and you can hover over each bar in the year view and write it down and have that prepared for me. You can also hit the green button data down below that little that chart, and you can download your annual usage. That's very helpful. And that way we are very precise in how much energy you've used and how much solar we need to get you so that you're happy, especially because EVs are coming our way. So just go to Jamie Green, the Solar Queen. That hair is still in my face. Oh, I just got it. It was right here. You can't see it, but it was tickling my nose. Go there, fill out the form if you want solar. My family, thank God my family is so supportive of everything that I do. But they understand this time crunch we're on. And so I'm going to be making my calendar available so we can have an appointment either on the phone, over Zoom. If you're local to me, we can meet in person. Local meaning I'm in Marin County. If you're within 20 miles of Marin County, I'm happy to come to your home and meet in person and talk about solar with you. You can go to my YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys I guess, it would just be www.youtube.com/Jamie Green. And you can go there. I have a playlist. Even my Jamie Green, the SolarQueen.com has this playlist. I just recently added it, but it is what to expect when going solar. So a lot of you will hop on the call with me and you have all these questions, and I love it because I will answer all the questions. But if you want to do a little homework beforehand, you can watch that playlist, What to Expect When Going Solar, and it'll take you through things like solar panel types and inverter types and what to expect, like the site survey and the after solar, the site survey is completed, and roof work that may be required. Some roofs are tricky and they automatically disqualify. So we may have to be looking at a re-roof situation or a partial re-roof. It talks a little bit about your electrical panel and where to find it in your house, and where is it in relation to the gas meter, all these things that are going to be coming up in our conversation. If you want, some people love it because they talk and they're like, I've studied, and so now we can have a little bit more of kind of like a conversation about it with some knowledge and empowerment behind you as a homeowner. Because the last thing I want you to do is not know anything and do it and not understand what's going on. That does happen at times. But again, I'm always happy to answer questions that you might have about solar. So that YouTube channel, you can always hit the subscribe button and notifications. I do need to make a video about what's happening with we're in 2023, and a lot of people are doing their taxes in 2020 for 2022. And so people are asking a lot of questions on the YouTube channel about what is it? Whether or not, like, some people ask where to find their tax liability and how the tax credit works. And, I'm retired and I don't have very much. Am I still eligible? Things like that. So I'm going to do another video on the tax credit thing for 2022 solar and whatnot. So that's a video that's going to come up. And I just, I'm going to probably go live quite a bit talking about NEM 2.0 sunsetting. Again, just bringing awareness, because not everybody watches these live streams, but if I keep showing up, maybe people will make the decision. I'm sorry, Pradeep. Sorry if I said your name incorrectly, but thank you for watching on YouTube. You live in Napa County and you just installed Tesla Solar. So if you want to make a video about it, if you're interested, believe it or not, I have Tesla solar panels on my house. I have a Tesla Powerwall and I drive a Tesla. I feel like I'm a little bit out of focus there. So hopefully maybe my camera will catch up. But I didn't even go through Tesla for that. So I have an installer that has all the Tesla. If people are, branding is very important, and people being loyal to brands. And if you're a big Elon Musk fan and you want Tesla, but you don't want to go through Tesla, people can reach out to me and can get Tesla products through one of my installers. So I would love to meet you and learn about your Tesla solar and everything, and just get a testimonial of how solar is working for you. So yeah, send me a message or send me an email. My email address is there right here. There you go. So the message here is, if you have ever thought about solar for your home or for your business, because this applies to business owners too, it is important. These are the four things that really need to be submitted for the things that need to be submitted by April 14th. Firstly, the solar contract needs to be signed. Well, let me go back. There is a 24-page California Public Utility my son and my husband just got home from baseball practice. So I'm a little distracted. So let me start over. There is the CPUC, the California Public Utility Commissioners, put together a consumer protection guide. It is 24 pages long. That must be signed before you even sign the solar contract or agreement. So you sign that. You sign the solar agreement that has the system size, the equipment type, the wattage of panels is important. The inverter is important. The battery type is important if you're going to get a battery. You need all those things on the contract with the contract price. That contract price is what you're going to use when you go to file your taxes and you say, I got solar in 2023 or I got solar in 2022. So that you want to keep that contract in a safe place, printed out in a file so that when you go to file your taxes and you're going to get, file for that tax credit, as long as you have the tax liability, you're going to use IRS Form 5695. That is important. That needs to be signed. The most recent copy of your electricity bill needs to be sent to your solar rep, and hopefully it's me. And the electrical line drawing, it's a single line electrical drawing that only gets done after a site survey. So site survey is not going to happen unless you have a signed contract with your installer. That's required. And then the interconnection application with the utility company that you should be docu-signing when you sign your contract. So these documents are all required to be submitted, and the installer is going to be the one that submits these to the PG&E, SCE, and SDGE online portals. Those are important, and fingers crossed nothing changes. Equipment doesn't change, because if it does, you have to do it all over again. So those are the documents that are required for getting locked into NEM 2.0. Can't stress that enough. You want to do it before April 1st if you can. March 15th is really like kind of a safe spot to get everything in. So we're looking at one more month, 30 days. You said, oh, I never knew about that. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. Yeah. I work with 3 different installers, and all of them have different equipment panels when it comes to panels. Some of them have the same batteries, and all of them have the same inverters. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, guys, solar, I hope, I'm kind of all over the place on this little live stream. I hope people don't get too hung up on solar panel type. Take what you can get. Everyone's going to be using tier 1 solar panels, and all tier 1 means is they're all likely going to be monocrystalline. They're all going to have 25-year warranties on them. Maybe some of them might have 30. Some of them are going to be black on black. Some of them might be black on white. Some of them might have a silver frame. But the importance of what makes a panel tier 1 is the fact that they have put megawatts and megawatts of solar on houses and buildings. So they're gonna perform. There's tons of solar panel brands. One that I see a lot of people want is the REC 400s, and those are great because they have a slower degradation rate than the rest. But that comes at a premium. So if you're wanting that, then that's fine. Just know you're going to pay a premium for those solar panels. A lot of people want in-phase microinverters because if one goes out, then the rest of the system doesn't go out. Everyone has different reasons why they would use in-phase versus solar edge. Those are inverters. Those are what are the workhorses and convert the power. I have solar edge. I love it. I've never had an issue with my solar edge inverters, knock on wood. And they also, that's one piece of equipment. If that goes down, yeah, my system goes down, but it's just literally just switching out that inverter versus getting on top, pulling off panels, pulling off the microinverter, putting the microinverter back on, putting the panel back down, recommissioning this. I mean, there's things that go into your solar system, but what most homeowners want is just to save money on their energy costs, have reliable equipment, all that they're going to be selling, and they're going to make sure that they're there for you for the, that they're a strong company that's going to be there for you. That's all I have to say. So make sure you do your due diligence with whoever you work for. And if you ever feel like you're being price gouged, because believe it or not, I've seen it. A lot of my YouTube viewers have called me and said, Jamie, I just signed solar. Somebody just came and knocked on my door. I feel like I'm overpaying. They send me the solar agreement and I'm like, oh my gosh, you are. So just make sure that you do your due diligence. If you ever have any questions, I want you to reach out to me. And if I can help you, believe it or not, I help people go solar. I want to help you. So that is it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, Pradeep, for commenting in on this. You're on YouTube, and so you're watching it live streaming. That's really exciting. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you are a solar rep and you have questions, you can always reach out to me too. I actually met a gal. She's watched my YouTube videos and she's joined my solar sales team. And so, some people just need a place that they can go to and get the knowledge and education to be able to go out and help more people, because I know I can't help everyone. So, there's Michael. Hi, Mike from Fort Lauderdale. Mike is also on my sales team. He is in Fort Lauderdale area. So if you are watching in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Broward, oh gosh, I don't know all the counties there, but Miami-Dade, that's tricky, but Miami-Dade, we still do solar in there. You should reach out to Mike because he is he's in solar there. And then Patty Caffrey, Jamie is the best. Thanks, Patty. Patty's in New Jersey. He helps. He's on my solar team as well. He's starting to create content and educating New Jersey and New York homeowners, mostly New Jersey. New Jersey is a great state to get solar in. Firstly, because your energy costs are going up, but there's the tax credit and there's SRECs or TRECs that you can take advantage of. And it's crazy silly not to go solar. Like, I would buy your solar system and have you pay me to have that solar system. And oh, by the way, that's a lease. That's a lease, like basically, or a power purchase agreement. But it would save you a lot of money. So you should go solar, and you should do it with Patty in New Jersey. Thanks, Mike. Proud to be with you too. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Liberty Rose Solar here to back up the script. Well, a little secret or a little something, since it's the end of the show, and most people don't watch the end of the show even after it's been streamed. But I have another company called Blazify.io. I'll put it in there. So because some of you guys, I know some people who watch my live streams are in the industry, and I want to help you because we're all on the same mission, and that mission is to help people go solar. But I have a company called Blazify.io. It is a software company. And if you want to be able to have an online presence, say you create content or you create posts or you make videos or TikToks. I'm not on TikTok, but if you did, and you are in any sales profession, not just solar. Solar is my expertise, but this applies to so many others. Whether you have an HVAC company, a roofing company, you're a real estate agent, you're having inbound traffic come to you, but you don't have a website or you don't know how to do that. Blazify.io is what I've been using for my own website for almost 3 years. So you can go check out that website. But Liberty Rose Solar, they are built on that. Michael's using it, but what it does is it's just a place for send people to say, yes, I'm interested in having a consultation with you. It has those discovery questions. It's going to allow people to book a time on your calendar so that they can meet with you, because it's important to meet. And then there's a way for you to also keep track of all of their potential clients and clients who you do business with. Emailing them, texting them, calling them, all the things. So if you are a sales professional, go check out Blazify.io. I've just recently set up a sales organization that is using it for their sales team for outbound calling. It's amazing. It's working well for them. So yeah, go check out Blazify.io for you and your business. And Patty says Blazify is fire. Yes, blaze a bike. You got to blaze your own sales trail. So that's what and really sales is just educating people on what it is that you offer and how it can solve a problem in their life. And that's as simple as it is. So anyhow, I'm going to go enjoy my Sunday afternoon. I think I have 2 homeowners I'm helping. I helped 2 homeowners yesterday go solar, another one today. So it doesn't stop. I love it because I just know how much I should make it a challenge to see how much money did I save people when they all go solar. It's got to be at this point in time collectively over the last 4 years, millions of dollars collectively. That makes me feel great because that's millions of dollars that are, hundreds, thousands of dollars that are staying in your pocketbook versus going out to the utility company. So that's it, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy President's Day. If you have the day off tomorrow, enjoy it with your family and friends. We'll see you guys later. Bye.